Hi, my name is Aly. Welcome to your yoga class for today. Is opening up the hips, the fronts of the hips, hip flexors specifically, and the quads and the chest due to maybe lots of sitting at your desk or sitting and driving and hunching over. That's kind of stress in the neck. So yeah, let's find your mat and get comfortable. We'll start in a position like this or just seated cross-legged. And please feel free to subscribe if you're not on my channel. You can go back and watch all the other videos on breath work, meditation, different yoga tutorials that you'll find there. So thanks. We'll get going in this position. I really just want you to feel into your spine and bringing your awareness to this breath. Okay, just settling into the breath, having the hands maybe on the thighs, the knees, wherever's comfortable in your lap. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose. Pause there and then exhale. Good, one more time, inhale. Pause and exhale. And sometimes just that gentle reminder of coming back to the breath could shift your whole focus and energy. And now throughout the practice, you may breathe normally or invite you to do a deeper, more ujjayi, victorious breath if you like, in and out through the nose and having that ocean sound, audible sound through the throat and the chest. So a couple more breaths here to center. Feeling into the grounding, relaxing the hips, the shoulders, and the jaw. Good, and then I just want you to swing the arms and get a little bit of energy going through the arms. So it is a little bit easier to sit upright onto the heels, but that's uncomfortable for a lot of people with knee injuries and ankle injuries, right? So you got to be comfortable in the positions. Breathing in and out. You can go in and out of your nose in a more of a breath of fire kind of way if you like. Just warming up the shoulders. In and out. Good. Deep breath in. Reach the arms all the way up and then tilt to the side and hold yourself and then lean over to the side. Get that whole side body. Open the front of the chest. And feel it all the way down to the hip flexors. And come back up. Inhale. Exhale, other side. Good. And then coming back, and we'll just find our tabletop position. So just allow the legs to extend one at a time behind you so you can feel that release in the back of your knees first. And even pressing into the toes and feeling it in through the ankles, the heels, just moving a little bit and alternating each one. Just waking up those joints. Good, and then we'll lift up our hips to find downward facing dog. Reposition your hands as you need to. And take a little minute to walk out in one spot. You're released through the joints. Connection through your down dog alignment. Finding space in the spine, shifting the hips. Just feeling into any connective tissue fascia release. Make sure the breath is really present as you're breathing. And we just want to warm up the legs now. So let's do some nice hip circles. We'll just bend the knee and do really big hip circles, moving through the femur and the joint. And then switching sides whenever you're ready. Good. Let's come into plank position. So bring your shoulders above the wrists, strong through the legs, strong through the core. And just moving the knee towards the chest.
and alternating. Now you can come down to your knees, that's a nice little modified, and bring the knees in to the chest that way. Okay, breathing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's come all the way down to our belly. Bring the hands back a little bit. Point the toes, the tops of the feet are really pressing into the earth. And then glide your head and your neck forward and long. Root down through your hips, engage through the core and the tops of the leg, and then just start to lift. Find a baby cobra here. Head is neutral. And then come back down, forehead touches. Inhale again. Try to use your core, not so much the pressure of the hands. Coming down. One more. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing, stretch that out. Good. Reaching the right leg up, stretching it out towards the sky. Press through equal palms into the earth. Stretch out the hands, the side body, and then step through into a lunge. And you're bending your right knee. So just go back and forth. Really start to open up through the hip joints and the hips, just settling in. You're straightening and bending the front knee. And we'll come more into our rooted lunge. So when you do, the knees above the ankle here stacked, but I want you to press through all four corners of that front foot. So really spread the toes, feel the rooting through the front foot. And then the back leg, you have this nice engagement through the quadriceps, and you're feeling it through the front of the hip flexor as you pull up your belly and your chest and feel this one line of connection through the front of the torso. Breathe into that. Good, knee lowers down, reach the arms up and back. Exhale, hands down. Step back to your plank position and lower down. Bend the elbows, look forward. Come into a baby cobra again, or upward facing dog if you're practicing that. Exhale, downward dog. Good, walk it out. And let's extend the left leg up towards the sky. Press through both palms equally. Feel a release in the back of the neck. Maybe roll the ankle. Didn't do it on the last side, but I feel it on this side. Good, stepping through to your lunge. So bending the left knee, rooting down through all four corners, and then press back your hips so you come into this Parsvottanasana, straight leg and then bent knee. Flow through this, just breathe through it. Good, bending the front knee, stacking it. Strong back leg. Open up the heart, nice long side body. One point of focus, come back to that Ujjayi breath. And lower the right knee down, top of the right foot presses. Let's come up with our torso, reach up and back. Just for one breath, bring the hands down, step back, plank position, inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, plank position again. Let's lower all the way to our belly. Come into Sphinx pose. Now, if you're not going to grab the foot, or you're not able to grab the foot today, just stay in Sphinx. Okay, this is a really nice opening front body. Otherwise, pivoting on the left elbow, root the left palm, bend the right knee, grabbing the right foot, and pressing down. So the heel comes eventually around the outer right hip. And then just keep pressing into that hand so your chest can lift. Energy through the left leg, top of the left foot. Good, and then release. Bending the left knee, setting back to center, root and lift.
Now this will be really tight, kind of crunchy feeling if you have been driving lots or sitting on a couch or chair or a desk. Especially if you've never done these stretches before. Okay, so release that.
Come into a nice child's pose. You're sitting back into the heels. Bring your feet to touch. Widen the knees. Let the forehead rest. Breathe into that. Good. And then find downward facing dog and walk both feet towards the front. About hip distance. Let's lift the chest. Inhale. Fold. Exhale. And coming all the way up, reach the arms. And exhale, the hands come behind the back, interlacing the fingers. So look like that. Okay, lift up in the chest, inhale. Exhale, fold. And breathe here, let the head and neck relax. Soften the knees if the back is tender today. Otherwise, strengthening up the legs. Good, come all the way up and then start to balance onto the left foot. And you'll just grab either the outside of the foot or you can do the inside of the foot and just open up that chest. Left arm reaches, just prepping for dancer pose. You can go into it, but it's not the instruction for today. We'll just use this as a balance and a slight little stretch through the front of the hip. Good, and then switching sides, breathing, lengthening the side body, really rooting down through that right foot. Good, and exhale, let's bring our feet about a leg's distance apart, reach the arms out, inhale, exhale, interlace the fingers, lift the chest, inhale, and then folding, exhale. Breathe. Good, inhale, coming back up. Exhale, release the arms. Let's bring the arms up, inhale. And back down, open the toes outwards, heels in, and then just move the arms in this nice little waving position. Kind of moving the energy as you bend the knees, inhale and exhale. Good, and let's pause here and open up the hips. So resting the elbows on the inner legs. Spread through the toes, nice long spine. Good, hands in front. Let's just fold forward, let the head relax. Breathing in and out, staying calm in the mind. Just resetting the nervous system for our day. We have so many challenges throughout the day sometimes. And who knows, your day may be ease and grace, if that's what you're choosing. But sometimes we get bombarded with other stuff that comes our way, and it's really nice to be able to breathe through it and have these tools. Okay, one more breath here. And then slowly start to move your way and step back into your downward facing dog and just walk it out. Good, stepping the right foot through, lower your left knee, come all the way up, Anjaneyasana. Okay, hands come to the waist and then just lifting up through the chest, bringing the elbows back, shoulders back.
feeling into the front of that hip. Now, this is another position that may be a bit advanced for you today, but just, try it out. If it doesn't work, come back to this. Those of you that want to grab the back of your foot, go for it. Once you bend your knee, it'll start to kind of lengthen through this quadricep and hip flexor area, which is quite tight for a lot of people. So just be mindful. Breathe through it. Maybe pad the knee if necessary. Sometimes you can roll the side of your mat up to get a little extra padding. One more breath. And exhale. Good, we'll just switch sides. Right foot goes back, left foot forward, lower the right knee pad, if you did on the last side. And then bring your hands to your waist and just kind of hang out here for a little, just to get this feeling of the length of the front of that right hip. And then ease your way into it by bending the back knee. Good. And you can hold these a lot longer if you feel the need for them, okay? These are just good tools for you to use if you're sitting a lot. Okay, let's shake that out. Downward facing dog. And then we'll come right down to our seat and bring our feet forward, so extending both legs in front. And we'll take our right knee up and out to the side, so the sole of the right foot's on the inside that left leg. I want you to slide down the left leg while you're opening up the upper chest. So you can feel this nice opening in the heart, and then this long lengthen your QLs, quadratus lumborum, lower back, up through the rib cage. Bring this right arm up and over. Feel that fascia pulling, feel the skin pulling from the hip all the way up to the fingertips of your right arm. Just breathing into that. Continue spiraling open the rib cage, so you're almost, this bottom left rib cage is starting to move forward, so you can bring your gaze up towards the ceiling and not collapse in your throat chakra. We want to open that throat for expression, communication, speaking our truth, which is hard to do some days when things are so polarizing. Straighten the right leg, but left knee bends and out to the side. But absolutely necessary to speak your truth. We all have different beliefs. Let's slide the right, I don't want to make this a political yoga class, but hey, slide the right hand down the leg, open your left shoulder, your left heart center and chest, and that bottom rib cage rolls open. Left arm is up and over. Press through both heels so you can feel this grounding of the knee into the earth. And then feel that nice fluid breath. Just feeling into all the sensations. This is just somatic experience, this is why these practices are so good, because it really brings us back home to our bodies, and our breath helps with that. It's the bridge. Okay, let's come back and bring both legs together. Scoot up a little bit. We'll roll down slowly using our core. So I want you to draw your navel center in. Be nice and rounded and slowly roll down. Good. And then pull the knee in towards your chest, straight in the left leg. Press through the heel. And breathe. Now, we'll do a little bit of this active release technique where we want to create action so that the muscle we're trying to stretch out actually gets exhausted, and it has no other way other than just relaxing and letting go, right? So what you'll do is press your right kneecap into your palms, create a little bit of strength, but you want to stabilize the hips. So you want to keep rooting down that right hip into the mat. As you press your knee into your hand, you'll feel a strength through there. You're engaging the muscles. And you're also pulling, so there's a resistance, like a push-pull. Breathe into it, and then relax. Maybe pull the knee in a little bit further. Do it again. Press the knee into the hand, hand into the knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Bring the knee in a little bit more just for a stretch, and then start to straighten it. And when you do, press through that right heel bone so you feel the actual femur going downwards, so like inferior, all the way down towards your feet. And it's rooting that right hip. I don't know if you feel that, but let me know in the comments if you did. Because it's really fantastic when you can zero in on that specific area. Let's bend the left knee now. Draw the knee in, just not all the way range of motion, but just a tiny bit. So you're now pressing the knee into the hands. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Breathe here. I don't want you to hold your breath, even though retention is a great practice. Breathing here. One more breath and then loosen. Soften and then go to the new range of motion. Press again. Press, press, press. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, relax. Bring the knee in further. Last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And then slowly, as you slowly press, I want you to start to press the heel like you're pressing into a wall. And you're really finding lots of length on that side. Okay? Touching both hip bones in the front, seeing how even things are. And keep pressing through the heels. And then relax. And just start to shake a little bit of the upper body, the lower body, and just shimmying from side to side. Okay? It's like this rocking. And you're just rocking the nervous system. You're rocking the tissues. Sometimes this is a really good trauma response tool for the vagus nerve to shake. And sometimes people actually do that naturally, right? So we're just kind of shifting. Get a deep breath in. Exhale out. Releasing. And sinking in deeper into the earth. And just finding stillness now. The stillness exists when we choose to just be instead of do. Right? It's about being into this moment, into these sensations, not having to go anywhere or do anything or answer to anyone, but communicating with your soul and just listening to the body and bridging the two with this nice, beautiful awareness of the breath. So as you breathe in, your belly rises. As you breathe out, the belly falls. Good. Sinking in deeper into the earth. Connecting, feeling supported, feeling protected by Mama Earth. And then begin to relax all tension. Maybe starting from the forehead, and it trickles down into the eyes, into the nose and navel cavities, down into the upper lip, lower lip, and the teeth, the jaw, and releasing into the throat center, the back of the neck, the shoulders, moving down into the elbows and the wrists and the palms, all your fingers. And as you bring awareness to the spine and the vertebra, and just feeling into each one as it climbs down this little staircase. Releasing the lower back, the front of the hips, and all through your front torso as the heart melts. the organs settle. Nervous system resets down into the knees and ankles, the soles of the feet and the toes. Just completely relaxing the whole body. Just settling the whole body. Feeling the healing happening in this moment. Feeling the awareness of the breath. We'll be here for about 1 more minute, so just take your time to even go deeper, and if you'd like to stay longer, you can always pause the video, but otherwise I'll take you out in about a minute. And just start to bring awareness back to the breath, deepening through the nose. Let the belly expand, relaxing through the chest. And then just moving slowly, fingers, toes. Feel that rotation in the wrists and the ankles, and then reach the arms, point the toes and fingers, lengthening through the side body. And then bring the knees in. Feel free to widen the knees and rocking side to side. Happy baby if you like. And then rolling over to your side body. And take a moment there, just resting. Resting into the new awareness of the magic of the breath. And we'll slowly start to come up. Close your eyes. Find a comfy seat. And then just let the head rock from side to side. Breathing in and out. Feeling into the peace of the body, of the mind. Rolling the shoulders and finding a nice tall spine. And settling into the sit bones and just tune in again. Notice any shifts in the body, shifts in your awareness, in your breath. And before jumping up and going to do your thing after this, just mindfully kind of check in. Where is my breath? Ask yourself throughout the day, what would love do in this moment? That's my new mantra. What would love do? Let's bring our hands together and do a little rubbing. Inhale. Exhale out. Good. Placing the hands in front of the heart center. Elbows to the side. Sit tall and just relax your shoulders down. Settle into this for a second. What are you in full gratitude of? What are you devoted to? Devoted to make yourself just remember what we've forgotten, what we already know that's inside of us. So these are the tools that do that. Let's finish with one Om before I go off on another rant. Inhale. Deep breath in. Pause and hold and retain that energy. And then slowly let the breath go. Just let it trickle down like a waterfall. just settling down into the earth. Thank you so much for this practice and for showing up and doing the work and sharing this medicine with people. Namaste.